What is up, everybody? Jujutsu Kaisen is back, and it's better than ever because I can't say enough about this manga. This manga has been on fire right now, and we are still in the chapter of the strongest sorcerers in past and present right now. Gojo versus Sukuna. And how this chapter begins is that we see that Mahoraga's will turn a second time. Kusakabe explains that there are only 2 more spins left for it to adapt to Gojo's infinity, which I find interesting because last chapter, in chapter 231, Gojo said that he needed 4 spins and it had already spin that one time after he said they needed 4 spins. And he then said that he will beat him down before it reaches 3 before 3 spins go away, right? But it's already spent again, but they were only talking and it's spent, which is quite interesting. As everybody's watching the fight, they want Gojo to hurry up in this fight. And Gojo wraps his hand with curse technique blue, and he creates these blue orbs around Sukuna, and they move around, and they destroy everything around Sukuna. Pretty much he's trying to hit Sukuna. So it's almost like they're magnetic balls, gravity balls, because his blue acts as magnetism. Gojo himself said it's like a magnetic field to it, so we'll just say it's a magnetic thing, but it acts more to me like gravity and telekinesis. But we know that Sukuna dodges all those orbs, which is funny that he can dodge all that, which while he's in the middle of dodging all that, Gojo kicks him in his blind spot. But another thing, the wheel turns again. So it's 1 more spin left. And Yuji asks how the wheel adapts to a technique. He asks if it adapts after some time or by pretty much experience. And I find that an interesting thing because, like I said earlier, in the last chapter, they was just talking. And in the beginning of the chapter, it just adapt. But what I think is going on with it is that because infinity is everywhere and it has a binding vow on what it can adapt to, in Satoru's case, it probably adapts with time and experience. I think it does both because, like I said, since infinity is everywhere and Gojo is actively using his infinity, which is why Sukuna has to use domain amplification after a certain point of time has gone by with infinity, it turns over. And right now, Gojo is only using blue, which is what Kusakabe is saying, that Gojo is only using blue so far. And Kashimo said it's possible that it's both. And I'm saying I think it is both, especially when it comes to Satoru, because when Sukuna fought Mahoraga, he hit Mahoraga with a cleave attack. And when he healed from it, Sukuna tried to use it again, and he automatically countered it. And he had to hit Mahoraga with something that's faster than Mahoraga's healing and a new attack. That's why I think it's both, especially in Satoru Gojo's case, because infinity is everywhere. But Gojo plans to take Sukuna by surprise, and he pretty much says he's going to give Sukuna hell by giving him the impression that he's will only use blue. But then he suddenly attacks him with curse technique reversal red. But Sukuna sees this a mile away. At the last split second, he protects himself with domain amplification. And even though domain amplification hits, it didn't do the damage that Gojo needed him to do, because domain amplification minimized the damage that he took. And Sukuna start talking that trash, telling them that he's losing his cool and he's fighting with such a sloppy fighting style at this point because he's trying to kill Sukuna before the 3 spins. But what he didn't notice is that Curse Technique Reversal Red never exploded. And as you know, he's talking that trash, he get hit from behind by Curse Technique Reversal Red. And Sukuna didn't realize that Gojo had the Curse Technique circle around the whole building. And in an instant after it hit Sukuna in the back, he didn't give Sukuna time to breathe or anything. He moves forward and hits Sukuna with a black flash, which shocks everybody because he's using black flash, which all of us assumed that he couldn't do, and we assumed he should be able to do it, seeing as he, out of everybody else, is honored amongst the heavens and earth. So he should have done it, but he never has performed the attack before in the series. And now he just performed the attack, which confirmed what Jogo asked. Satoru Gojo, is there anything you can't do? Well, the answer looks to be there's nothing he can't do, because this dude pulled out a black flash, shocking everybody, and they're like, wait, he could do black flash? But unfortunately for Satoru, it spins the 4th and final time after falling off. He wasn't paying attention to that, and it spin the 4th and final time. I was thinking if he would have saw that, he should have broke it. See if that would have helped. If he would have broke the wheel, maybe it would stop the spin, but he didn't. And all of a sudden, Maharaga grabs him by the leg, pushes him down, which Yuji and Yuta says sensei, and Kusakabe is like, you're kidding, and unfortunately he gets slashed in his chest. So now this is going to be a life and death battle between Satoru and Maharaga, and we're going to see what Satoru is going to be creative, because he's been very creative. He had blue lapis fist, black flash. I have a feeling, though, he's going to combine some of his techniques. He's going to combine like black flash with Curse Technique Reversal Red, and it'll be called something like Black Red Reversal Flash, something like that. He's going to do something in that order in order to beat Maharaga, because at this point he kind of can't do too much of anything because it adapted. But I wonder if it adapted to his limitless curse techniques, or did it adapt to Black Flash? What did it adapt to? Did it adapt to almost everything in Gojo's arsenal? I think if it's Infinity, it might have, adapted to Limitless, I guess. But we'll see with the next chapter, because they said there's no break. I think after next week chapter, they're going to have a break. But if you enjoy Jujutsu Kaisen content, head on over and click on this video that you see on your screen. Also, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, y'all.